Mortal Kombat has arguably got the best roster of any fighting game series. The cast is straight up. But that doesn't mean that every character was a hit. Some of these characters just haven't had a fair chance to shine in the games, while others are more rancid than Baraicho's ass. Before I list 5 of the least popular and most forgettable characters from Mortal Kombat, there are a few exclusions. No guest characters will make this list, so no matter how much Homelander makes me want to roll my own fucking head off, or how lackluster Conan was at release, they will not be here in this list. I also excluded Meat and Mocap, just because Meat was a secret sprite in MK4, and Mocap was the funny little bonus man unlocked for beating Deadly Alliance. So, that being said, let's start off. Alright, so at number 1, we got Dairyu. Nobody would blame you for forgetting this character. Other than looking like Tong Po from Kickboxer, nothing really stands out about Dairyu. The only thing I remembered about him was his hilarious ability to fold himself like a deck chair to escape being fataled by his opponent. Lore-wise, Dairyu is neither good nor evil. He's from the Order Realm, which is the opposite to the Chaos Realm. He was a guard and his family was murdered. Hungry for revenge, he sought to kill his family's murderer, but he was tricked into killing the wrong guy. The person that tricked him into doing that was actually Darius, another character who hasn't had enough of a chance in my opinion. So yeah, Dairyu's kinda like the Punisher, only he fucks up the innocent! He since became a mercenary. He takes contracts from anybody, it doesn't matter whether they're good or evil. While the lore could have been cool for Dairyu, and with a bit of love, maybe he could have been saved, his gameplay was pretty mediocre. Most people didn't see him as anything special when he debuted in Deception, and I think because of his gameplay and bog standard appearance, that's why he's largely been forgotten by the community. Let me know if you want to see Dairyu come back. At number 2, I've got Moloch, and this is an interesting one for me because I personally like Moloch, but the majority of the community hate him! Making his debut in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance as the sub-boss, Moloch is a blue Oni that is a cheap piece of shit. He has no fatalities and is only playable in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Lore-wise, Moloch doesn't actually have a ton of backstory. Moloch is from the Netherrealm, and it is said that he is known more for his strength rather than his intellect. He's described as astoundingly powerful and remarkably cruel. It's quoted, Moloch takes pure delight in the pain and suffering of others. However, the only painful thing is the unfortunate fact that the community just don't give a shit about Moloch. They didn't like him when he came out in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. I think most people just wanted Goro to return. His gameplay wasn't actually bad if you did play him in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. However, that game was about as balanced as Baraicho trying to skateboard on a pair of stilts. At number 3, I've got somebody considered a crime against the whole franchise. I've got Su Hao. Everybody knew this was coming. Su Hao was unironically my second main in Deadly Alliance, which was his debut game. Most people called him a Kano ripoff, even though he has no similar moves to Kano, and his chest laser was only used in the fatality. Su Hao is affiliated with the Red Dragon clan, again unlike Kano, who's affiliated with the Black Dragon. Despite this, people call him a Kano clone still, even though he never replaced Kano, because Kano was also in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Most people, however, take issue with Su Hao's appearance, as he looks like a newborn adult. Giant baby man Su Hao was avoided thanks to his fucked up appearance. Lore-wise, Su Hao is a Mongolian wrestler, though despite being from Earthrealm, he still manages to be an evil prick. Being a loyal member of the Red Dragon clan and following orders from Mavado, Su Hao was instructed to infiltrate the special forces to covertly guide them to the members of the Black Dragon clan. He guided them into continuous fights against each other, leaving the Red Dragon free to operate without any interruption from either opposing faction. In terms of his gameplay, Su Hao was actually amazing. He was fucking cracked in Deadly Alliance. Thanks to his throw-loose, he was a real fucking threat in Deadly Alliance, and he was still pretty good in Mortal Kombat Armageddon as well, despite having a pretty weak special move in that fucking ridiculous jump that he has. If anybody wants to see me play as Su Hao, be sure to click on the Deadly Alliance playlist at the end of this video. So moving on to number 4, we have Cobra. This rip-off Ken Masters recently became slightly more popular thanks to his short appearance in Mortal Kombat 1 as Ghostface's Enforcer stance. Yep, that's Cobra. Cobra's debut was in Mortal Kombat Deception, and it was far from a warm welcome. His close resemblance to Ken Masters from Street Fighter put most Mortal Kombat fans off immediately, and not to mention, his real name is Benjamin Masterson. So Ben Masters was just rejected by the community immediately. Lore-wise, he's a martial artist from New York, and he finds inner peace through violence. What the fuck? Because of this, Cobra used to provoke fights with criminals, almost like a vigilante, just for the fucking thrill though. He wasn't trying to be a good guy, he just wanted to knock somebody out. His impressive fighting ability and skills later caught the attention though of the Black Dragon clan through this, and that's how he would later come to join the Black Dragon. In terms of whether he's good or evil, he's considered to be neutral, bordering along evil, just because he cannot control his violent impulses. In terms of his gameplay, he actually wasn't too bad, he was just kind of bland, and again, people's main problem is the fact they couldn't get past his fucking Benjamin Masters. So, Ken got fucked off, Cobra got fucked off, whoever he is, he's forgotten! Now, last and possibly least, at number 5, I've got Kai. Does anybody remember this kid? Kai debuted in Mortal Kombat 4 as the weakest character in the game. His specials are terrible, both in Mortal Kombat 4 and in Armageddon, which are the only 2 games that you can play as him in. His lore is almost non-existent. He's a Shaolin monk, and he can be seen training with Liu Kang in the comics. He's like a stray Labrador though, as he seemingly has no goals, ambition, or purpose in his life. I mean, just look at his Mortal Kombat 4 ending.
You fought well, Kai. You are now a true Shaolin warrior.
Thanks, Raiden, but I'm not interested in becoming a Shaolin warrior anymore. I've got too many of my own problems to deal with.
What will you do next?
I don't know. Wander the earth, search for my soul, that kind of thing.
You know, I'll just wander the earth, start a book club, that sort of shit. That's great, Kai. What an excellent reason to abandon the Shaolin. On top of being a soulless, generic turncoat in the face of victory, Kai was also bottom tier in both games, which again is the reason he's forgotten. Pretty basic appearance, he's a Shaolin with no real story, and he was arse. So that's Kai, we just forgot that fucking guy. And there we have it. That's 5 forgotten characters from Mortal Kombat. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy it. It helps me out massively and I really appreciate that. Maybe share this video to a new fan of Mortal Kombat. Bring them up to speed on some of the dog shit they've missed out on. So yeah, real big thank you as always to everybody that does like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I know this video was slightly different as it's not gameplay. I've actually been writing the script during my breaks at work because I haven't had a lot of free time, which is why I haven't done a gameplay video. So I really do hope this was still something worth your time. But yeah, thank you very much for taking part in this, guys, and watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!